Well, hello, and thank you for inviting me to send this message for your seminar today. Now, our towns are at the heart of Welsh life. They're the hub of entire communities, and their health and vitality is a bellwether for our social, economic and environmental well-being. We want our towns to be vibrant and distinctive places supporting resilient communities. And as we seek to realise that ambition through regeneration, we should remember that our towns are also at the heart of our heritage. Our towns are historic places that collectively contribute to the story of our nation. And some of them, like Carmarthen, date all the way back to the Roman period, and their layout and building traditions are the product of centuries of development and change. The growth of trade and commerce, the need for defence in uncertain times, the impact of industry on all aspects of life, these big historical themes can all be traced in the fabric of our towns. Now, Carmarthen, with its Roman fort, its Norman castle, its winding medieval streets and elegant Georgian townhouses, illustrates most of these themes. It's an excellent example of a market town with early origins. By contrast, Merthyr Tydfil, the town that I represent in the Senedd, is the preeminent boom town of the Industrial Revolution in Wales. And despite many losses, the proud urban industrial culture created there is still clearly visible today. Now, these are just two examples, but every town has its own history and stories to tell. History told not just in buildings designated as National Historic Assets, but in the buildings that are valued locally as landmarks for their associations. There is also history in the spaces between the buildings and in the names of those buildings, streets and spaces, all of which combine to form the living heritage that we see and value today. Without doubt, heritage should feature in regeneration, not just as a collection of historic assets to be treated with respect as part of a body of evidence for our past, but as a driving force that can deliver real opportunities and benefits for communities throughout Wales. Our heritage is what we value. It's what people cherish and want to keep. It contributes to our sense of community and well-being, and it shapes the identity of place and connects us through associations and stories. Identity and connection are important resources in regeneration that is focused on the broad well-being of people and places. When it comes to creating special places to live and work in or to visit, a heritage-led approach should have a head start. And I know it isn't always easy. Unused buildings may also be unloved buildings, but the rewards from breathing new life into historic buildings, finding new ways in which they can be valued, are substantial. We want our heritage to be accessible, cherished and enjoyed. And for me, this means animated historic places and buildings that are active in use. It means places that connect us to our past but have meaning in the present. It means recognising the connections that heritage has for people and realising its economic and social benefits. So I hope that your programme today will provide plenty of inspiration to make the most of all that our historic environment offers, to overcome the challenges along the way and harness the power of heritage to create truly special places. Diolch yn fawr.